I am the Reverend Victor S. Johnson, and this is my sidekick, Dudley. And these are 6 informal accusations against paranormal researcher and Ghost Adventures TV host, Zak Bagans. Number 1. Zak is sensationalizing his own reactions. This accusation comes from Zak himself, actually, in an LA Times story that ran in 2022, where he took a reporter through LA's famous Comedy Store. And I quote, "I am sick and tired of people calling me over-dramatic. It really upsets me. I'm a magnet for energies, and I can't turn that off. I'm a hyper-empathetic person. You start crying, I'm probably going to start crying too." Number 2. The artifacts at Zak Bagans' Haunted Museum are dubious at best. According to journalist at the Skeptical Inquirer and paranormal enthusiast Kenny Biddle, after a trip through Zak Bagans' Haunted Museum, the overall tone was that of dissatisfaction. Furthermore, 2 objects in particular were called out by Biddle in his article. Both are mirrors, Bela Lugosi's mirror and the Captain Smith mirror from the HMS Titanic. That would have been Captain Smith's personal mirror. Number 3. Zak Bagans is Douche Bagans when Ghost Adventures visits certain locations. This is an informal accusation, and it's one that I covered in my other video on Zak Bagans. And these are informal accusations I've heard secondhand from locations that I've been to that Ghost Adventures has recorded investigations at. It is said at these locations, which will remain nameless, that Zak and the Ghost Adventures crew can be off-putting towards the people who work there, can be notoriously demanding, and furthermore, sometimes they don't even finish filming, as on the 3rd day, they'll be out drinking, and often the camera crew will come in and grab B-roll on the 3rd day. Once again, this is where the nickname Douche Bagans came from. Number 4. Zak and his ghostwriter plagiarized sections of other books and websites for his own book, Ghost Hunting for Dummies. This is something I touched on in the last video as well. According to skeptic journalist Kenny Bidwell, once again at the Skeptical Inquirer, in his 2019 book, Ghost Hunting for Dummies, Zak Bagans and his co-writer plagiarized from several different sources in order to fill the book, copying entire sections without even changing a thing. This includes a website from ghost hunter Bill Reap, a website from webmaster Steve Higgins, the book Spirit Photography, The Strange and Controversial History by Troy Taylor, and finally, once again, Camera Clues, a handbook for photographic investigation by skeptic and paranormal researcher Joe Nickell. Number 5. Zak got Destination Fear and other ghost hunting shows canceled. Host of Destination Fear, Dakota Layden, who in a post online elaborated that Destination Fear was canceled. A lot of people speculated that even though Zak is an executive producer on Destination Fear, Bagans might have done something to get it and other ghost hunting shows canceled. While Layden later clarified that this is not the case, even though he and Zak are not friends, others have come along, including former Ghost of Shepherdstown investigator Bill Hartley, who, funny enough, co-starred in the show with Nick Groff, but Nick Groff himself would say that Zak also got Paranormal Lockdown canceled. And speaking of Nick Groff, that brings us to number 6. Number 6. Zak got his former friend and Ghost Adventures co-star Nick Groff blacklisted in the industry. In a Twitter post, Nick Groff, former cast member of Ghost Adventures who was there from the beginning, including the famous Goldfield Hotel video, alleges that Zak had him blacklisted within the industry. He goes on to cite Paranormal Lockdown getting canceled, and comments that Zak was heard to make, including that he was the one who got Paranormal Lockdown canceled. Furthermore, allegations of infidelity against Groff surfaced from somewhere that he completely denies to this day. He figures only one person could be responsible for it, And he looks back at Zak, without saying Zak's name. And those are 6 allegations against Zak Bagans. What do you think, traveler? Is Zak Bagans Douche Bagans? Is he a fraud? Let me know in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe. Once again, I am the Reverend Victor S. Johnson, and this is my sidekick Dudley. Safe travels, traveler.